Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Secret Story Music. My name is Todd Henry. Today I'm demoing a Paul Reed Smith Hollowbody 2 Piezo SE. This comes out of the Cortec factory in China and differs slightly from other instruments in the SE line that have come out of World Music Instruments previously out of the South Korea factory. You might recognize the Cortec name. They also make Strandberg guitars, the factory guitars out of Indonesia. And so the Strandberg line comes out of there. This is the Chinese factory out of Cortec, but they have similar design and quality control standards. I can tell you just right off the bat that this guitar is a 10 insofar as fit and finish goes. Really happy with the craftsmanship on the guitar. The gloss finish is outstanding. The put togetherness of the guitar, the way the hardware functions and the electronics function, just outstanding. A true 10. This guitar comes in Peacock Blue Fade, I think is the name of this finish, and you can see there's a beautiful quilt on the instrument. The maple top here. It's also got a curly maple natural binding to bind up the guitar, and a maple back and sides as well. Hollow bodies are traditionally known for jazz, but in recent years a lot of rockers have been using hollow bodies as well. So this actually contains the 5815 pickups, which are pretty hot, and they're pretty high output, especially the treble pickup. And it comes with also 3 controls here at the bottom. You'll notice a volume for the magnetic pickups, a tone control for the magnetic pickups, and then this knob back here is the volume for the piezo. It's 2 output system. The output I'm using currently, because I'm going to demo some acoustic tones here in a second, is the mix or piezo output, discrete piezo output, depending on how this is set up. Right now the way it functions is a mix of magnetic pickups and piezo, and you're basically controlling the volume of one of those systems with their discrete volume controls here. So right now I've got the magnetics turned all the way down. As I said, I'm going to demo the acoustic tones here in just a moment. Piezo is all the way up. Additionally, there's a discrete magnetic output, magnetic pickup output here, and if you use these two together, essentially what's going to happen is you'll get a discrete piezo output in this line, and then a discrete magnetic pickup output in this cable. The beauty of that is in a live situation, you can send the magnetics out to your pedal board or your amp, your interface in the case of my gig, and then you can send this piezo out to front of house, and they can put some signal processing around it, create a really good acoustic tone for you. Those would be discrete outputs, because obviously you don't want your piezo output going into your amplifier. That means that basically any gain that's on the amplifier, any equalization, etc., is going to interrupt that acoustic signal. So this generally goes to front of house, this goes to pedal board. You'll see the bridge here is a piezo bridge, and they have individual intonation adjustments on this stop tail bridge, very useful for intonating. And then additionally you've got an ebony fretboard here with what I would call somewhere between vintage and medium jumbo. They're not super big frets, but they do really well for what the instrument is. So I think what I'd like to do is to just go ahead and play a little bit of acoustic guitar so you can hear what the acoustic signal sounds like, since that wasn't featured in the demo. And so here's some of that, just some cowboy chords here. talk a little bit more about the signal chain here. I've got this going into a Presonus Quantum interface and out to Abelton for signal processing, and you can look down below in the comments for specifics about what's on each of those channel strips. I think, for example, in the demo I used a Plini patch for clean tones, and then I used the Nolly neural DSP sim for both crunch and lead tones in the B section there. You'll notice some Scorpions-esque harmonies in that B section. And then also I doubled the B section leads with an SLO 100 plugin from Neural DSP. Additionally, you've heard other piezo demos that I've done previously. On the piezo input that you just heard, there is some reverb and compression, but the foundational tone comes from an acoustic impulse response from 3 Sigma Audio, which I highly recommend. You can use it live, you can use it in the studio, and the impulse that I'm using here is from a Taylor 614 Grand Auditorium body with maple back and sides. So again, the PRS Hollowbody 2 Piezo SE, very, very happy with this guitar. Abalone birds, I mean, the fit and finish on this instrument is just outstanding. I've had a couple of USA Hollowbody 2s, and I put that up there with the craftsmanship on those instruments. Now, they were made 10-15 years ago, but nonetheless, the finish on this instrument's outstanding. You know, solid core woods on the USA instruments, and I believe these are veneers here. But everything about this guitar I love. It's definitely a keeper. I've been gigging this guitar for a couple of months now. Highly recommend the Paul Reed Smith Hollowbody 2 Piezo SE. Also comes in a brown finish, I think like a brown burst finish, and then this Peacock Blue fade. So good news. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm doing some demos coming up on a JP6. You've seen the one on the Ormsby recently, and I've got a couple other reviews in the channel here, as well as some original material that'll come out soon. So like and subscribe if you would. Hope you enjoyed this video. The PRS Hollowbody 2 SE Piezo.